What is up, people of the internet? Ian Altos the Freedom Charger here, and this time talking about an interesting topic: how the roles of the parent and child relationship in our society, our current society, are reversed. So I want to preface this video with saying that not in all of these relationships in our current society the roles are reversed. There are many people who are already kind of understanding the dynamics and how they should be, but there's still a lot of, let's say, old beliefs and old ways of doing this child parent relationship. And what is that way? That is the way where the child has to be the servant of the parent. I'll say that again just for you to kind of comprehend. Where the child has to be the servant of the parent. Now, very often this does happen in, let's say, in relationships where the child is very empathetic and they feel things and they are very intuitive and they pick up things and they see when people are suffering, but it doesn't have to be always in that type of a relationship or for that type of a person. Now, when people come to me as clients and consult, this is one of the biggest, let's say, patterns that I see where in very early childhood the child has been put into a very, very responsible role. So this means responsible for the parents' emotions, feelings, their entire emotional life, but also responsible for the things that they shouldn't actually, as a child, yet be responsible for. This can be very often material things, practical things, meaning the parent too early makes the child responsible for everything in their life. Maybe everything is a little bit too dramatic, but a lot of things in their life. So I'm not saying that no duties or responsibilities should be taught to the child. No, I'm not saying not that at all. I'm mostly saying or emphasizing the fact that a lot of parents who are emotionally, let's say, disturbed or have problems or don't know how to handle their own emotions and feeling life and even their practical life, start to put that responsibility on to the child, and they start to expect, again, a lot of expectancy is put on the child to either make the parent proud or make the family proud or do something, for the family that would make, let's say, the family or the parents more than they are. So the child would give more value to the parents or the family unit as a whole. So that type of expectation and responsibility is put on the child itself. So this is one of the reasons, and especially when it's happening on an emotional level, very often these humans or later on adults in their life, they have a lot of repressed and suppressed anger towards their parents, and when they become independent, this starts to come out, and they start to actually understand, oh, okay, so something wasn't right there, so something wrong was done to me, and this is one of the reasons this anger actually comes up as well. And I see a lot of these people in my line of work, and there are a couple of things you need to do. First, of course, you need to become independent, financially, practically, materially independent from your parents. So you have to take and start taking back your power. This is extremely important to do. Then you will have the capacities to start actually processing your emotion and feeling life, to understand what was actually done to you, or what wrong or what type of pattern was actually existing between you and your parent or parents, both. It can be plural as well. And now you have to start, after that is done, after you put some distance there, now you have to start really processing your emotions, starting to understand, where is your anger? How are you actually feeling about these people that, maybe mistreated you? And if you are wanting to learn more about this pattern, guys, I do have a course. This is a very, let's say, astrologically minded course, but it's also to do with all of these psychological patterns as well, where I go more deep into it. It's a 7-hour long course. I will link that course below. And I hope you have a really good time, although it's very hard to have a really good time. But I do hope you start to change that pattern, and when you personally become a parent, then you start to be in a place where you support your child. You are more like a role model to them. You're capable of managing your emotional life. You understand that the child is not responsible for your feelings and emotions, and they shouldn't be. Guys, hope this video makes sense. Let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this one.